So what role do you think you're going to play in the coming election?
Well, I'm going to be a voter first and foremost, voting enthusiastically for the Republican ticket.
We've been waiting for this. We cut away from the president to hear the big build-up. Republicans have a plan. They have ideas. They're not the party of no.
They wanted to rush and get in front of the cameras, and because they did, they made fools of themselves.
To get some of these things done, to get any of it done, they're going to have to find some consensus in Washington. Is this the season for it? And where do you see common ground?
Yeah, no, now's not the time for a consensus.
The strategy of the Republican Party is to say no and to hope that the economy does badly so they can come back next year.
Outrageous. Disappointing.
Election officials strike millions of names from the voter rolls using processes that are secret, prone to error, and vulnerable to manipulation.
Let's keep in mind what was going on just a little over 3 years ago. KARL ROVE was part of the inner circle while George W. Bush is telling Congress and a nation, we got to bail out the big financial institutions. His Secretary of the Treasury is handing out money to the largest financial institutions, no strings attached. I go down to Washington and I'm calling him out for it. I'm calling him out on executive bonuses. I'm calling him out on the fact that they're giving this money away, no strings attached, and I get attacked for it. Now KARL ROVE takes money from Wall Street in order to attack Elizabeth Warren for being cozy with Wall Street. This one just goes beyond anything I had ever imagined.
What do you think he has to do, Mr. Romney has to do at this point? This morning's Washington Post numbers, they look really good on the economy, very tough on women. What do you think he's going to have to do in order to bridge that gap?
Well, he's going to have to talk about the issues in a way that swing voters find appealing.
Who let the dogs out?
I'm not concerned about the very poor. We have a safety net there. We will hear from the Democrat Party the plight of the poor. And there's no question, it's not good being poor, and we have a safety net to help those that are very poor. I'll continue to take that message across the nation.
Planned Parenthood, I'm going to get rid of that. I don't have lobbyists running my campaign. I don't have lobbyists that are tied to my...
That is not true.
The degree to which Mr. Romney lies all the time about all sorts of stuff and doesn't care when he gets caught is maybe the single most notable thing about his campaign.